Today, we're going to help you get started with your new Waff.
Yeah, you finally unboxed it. I bet you're excited.
Probably a little unsure where to begin, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's where we come in.
We've been poring over these Waff Docs articles, even pro-athlete tips, all to make sure that you get the most out of that all-important first use.
You know what's fascinating about Waff to me?
What's that?
It's not just another piece of gym equipment.
Oh, really?
It's designed to work with your body,
Huh.
whether you're standing or sitting or even lying down.
Interesting.
So we're going to focus on those first interactions today. Make sure that you're using it safely and effectively.
Okay, so let's break it down. You're probably looking at this Waff thinking,
Yeah.
what exactly is this reactive surface everyone keeps talking about?
Right.
It's supposed to be intuitive, but understanding how it works is key to unlocking its potential.
You're absolutely right. You got to understand that reactivity.
Okay.
Think of it like a dynamic support system. It responds to your movements, and that engages your muscles in a way that traditional surfaces just don't.
So even if I'm just like sitting on it, getting a workout,
Right.
it almost sounds too good to be true.
That's the thing. It's not about passively sitting.
Right.
That's the difference.
Gotcha.
Even simple exercises like squats, they become more challenging and effective because your body is constantly making these micro adjustments to stay balanced.
You know, that leads perfectly into something that I saw when I was doing research for this.
What's that?
This concept called neuroception. Basically how our brain senses danger.
Yeah.
And because the Waff is unpredictable, our nervous system kicks into gear, engaging even more muscles.
Exactly. It's like your body is always on alert, fine-tuning itself.
Wow.
And that leads to better balance, coordination, and strength over time.
So is this just for, like, hardcore athletes?
No. That's what's so cool about it. It's not just for the hardcore athletes.
What?
It adapts to you.
I like that.
Whether you're looking to improve your posture, ease back pain, or just simply feel more grounded and present in your body, there's a way to use the Waff that fits your needs.
Okay, I am definitely intrigued. So let's say I'm ready for my first Waff experience. Where do I begin?
All right, so first things first, safety.
Of course.
The Waff docs emphasize that you need to take time to familiarize yourself with the tool.
Okay.
And it comes in different sizes. You've got the mini, the max, and the medium.
So the size matters.
Each one is designed for different purposes.
Okay, I have the mini.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that's not the one I'd be doing, say, push-ups on.
You are correct.
Okay.
The mini is fantastic for incorporating into your daily routine. Think sitting at your desk, watching TV, even reading a book.
I've heard so much about the mini and how it can help with back pain.
Oh, yeah.
What's the magic behind that?
Well, it's not magic. It's smart design. When you sit on the mini, it encourages a subtle pelvic tilt.
Okay.
Promotes a natural curvature of the spine.
Interesting.
That lordotic curve that's so important for back health.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But how inflated should it be?
Oh, that's a great question.
I saw in this article about back pain that the inflation level needs to be adjusted for different uses.
You're absolutely right. The level of inflation changes how the Waff responds. For sitting, I would start with inflating it about 13 full experiment to find what feels most comfortable and supportive for you.
So even the inflation is about personalizing the experience.
Exactly.
I love that. Now, what if I want to try some simple exercises with the mini? Is that safe for a first-timer?
Absolutely. But safety first.
Okay.
Make sure that you have a clear space free from obstacles and the surface that you're placing the mini on is stable and even.
So no surprises.
Exactly. You don't want any surprises while you're finding your balance.
Good point. I can definitely be a bit clumsy. So clear space, stable surface. What else should I keep in mind for a safe first use?
Okay, the key is to start slowly and listen to your body.
Okay.
The Waff docs have a whole section dedicated to exercises for beginners. They recommend trying things like gentle rocking back and forth while sitting on the mini.
Okay.
This engages your core and back muscles, improves stability and balance,
Okay.
and it's not too strenuous.
Rocking on the mini, got it. But what about those claims that the Waff can actually improve our mental focus? Is there any truth to that?
Absolutely. There is, remember neuroception that we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, Waff also enhances 3 other types of perception.
Yeah.
Exteroception, proprioception, and interoception.
Okay.
And they all work together to create this holistic workout experience. It engages both your body and your mind.
Okay, hold on. Those are some serious science words. Can you break those down a bit so I don't sound totally lost when I tell my friends about this?
Of course. So exteroception, that's our awareness of the external world through our senses.
Okay.
Proprioception, that's knowing where our body is in space.
Okay.
And interoception is being aware of our internal sensations. like our heartbeat or breathing.
Okay, so how does WAF actually improve these different types of perception? It's not like I'm suddenly going to develop like superhuman senses or something.
Not superhuman, but you will notice a difference
Okay.
by constantly challenging your balance and coordination.
Okay.
WAF essentially forces your brain to work harder to process all of the sensory input.
So it's like a workout for my brain as much as my body.
That's a great way to put it. And the more you use it, the more you'll notice those benefits. Improved focus, reduced stress, even better sleep quality.
Okay, this is all really fascinating, but I think we need to rewind a bit.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about the mini,
Yeah.
but what about the max and the medium? Where do they fit into this first use experience?
You're right, we've only just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
So now that you have a good grasp of the basics and those first steps, let's explore some practical scenarios for each WAF size.
Perfect. I'm ready to actually use this thing.
Yeah.
Let's start with the mini, since that seems to be the most popular for beginners.
Great choice. Okay, so imagine this. You're at your desk, you've been working for hours, and your back is starting to ache.
Tell me about it.
You grab your mini, inflate it to about 13 full. Remember, we want that gentle support, and place it right on your chair.
Okay, I'm sitting on the mini now. What now? Do I just sit there?
Not quite. The key is to find that natural pelvic tilt we talked about earlier.
Okay.
Gently rock your pelvis forward and back, almost like you're trying to lengthen your spine. You'll feel those core muscles engage, and your back will naturally start to decompress.
So it's about subtle movements, not just holding one perfect posture.
Exactly.
Got it. What if I want to get a little more active with the mini? Are there any specific exercises I can try?
Absolutely. The Waff docs recommend trying some gentle rocking while sitting on the mini.
Okay.
Imagine you're on a rocking horse, but instead of going forward and backward, you're rocking side to side.
Okay.
This really targets those oblique muscles, which are crucial for core stability.
Side to side rocking. Got it. That sounds doable even for me. What else can I do with the mini?
Another great exercise is the standing calf raise.
Okay.
Place the mini on the floor stand with your heels on the mini and your toes on the ground. Then simply raise up onto your tiptoes, holding for a second at the top, and slowly lower back down.
Hold on. Calf raises on the mini. That sounds a bit wobbly.
That's the point. The instability of the mini forces those stabilizing muscles in your ankles and feet to work harder.
Oh,
Leads to better balance and coordination. Plus, it adds an extra challenge to a traditional calf raise.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this whole instability thing actually works in our favor. It's like tricking our bodies into getting a better workout.
Exactly. Working smarter, not harder.
I like that. Now let's move on to the max. If you're looking for a way to unwind and de-stress, this is your go-to tool.
Absolutely.
I've had a crazy week and I could definitely use some relaxation. What's the best way to use the max for that?
Okay, picture this. You're home after a long day. You dim the lights, put on some calming music, and fully inflate your max. Then simply lie down on it, either on your back or stomach, whatever feels more comfortable.
All right, I'm lying here feeling the max gently conform to my body. What's next? Do I just close my eyes and zone out?
You can certainly do that. The max is fantastic for just letting go and allowing your body to melt into the support.
Okay.
But if you want to enhance the relaxation even further, try incorporating some gentle stretches.
What kind of stretches? I'm not exactly a yoga master.
Nothing complicated. Start with some simple shoulder rolls.
Okay.
Gently rotate your shoulders forward and backward, feeling any tension melt away.
Mm.
Then try reaching your arms overhead, lengthening your spine, and opening up your chest.
Oh, I can already feel those stretches. This is amazing. I can feel the tension melting away with each movement. What else can I do with the max?
Another great stretch is the spinal twist.
Okay.
Lie on your back, hug your knees into your chest, and then gently lower both knees over to one side while keeping your shoulders flat on the max. Hold for a few breaths, feeling the stretch in your spine, and then repeat on the other side.
This is incredible. I can feel my spine unwinding like a tightly coiled spring. I'm definitely going to be making this part of my nightly routine. What about the medium? What are some good first use scenarios for that one?
Let's say you want to try some basic core exercises.
Okay.
But you're not quite ready for the full intensity of a traditional plank.
Right.
The medium is a great option for that. Place the medium on the floor, get into a plank position, but resting your forearms on the medium instead of your hands.
So it's like a modified plank.
Exactly.
That sounds more manageable for a beginner like me. But why use the medium instead of just doing a regular plank on the floor?
Well, the instability of the medium adds a whole new dimension to the exercise.
Okay.
Your core muscles have to work harder to stabilize your body, which leads to faster strength gains.
Interesting.
Plus, the cushioning of the medium makes it a bit easier on your wrists and elbows.
So it's all about finding that balance between challenge and support. I'm loving this. Are there any other exercises I can try on the medium?
Absolutely. Once you've mastered the modified plank, you can try lifting one leg off the ground at a time, holding for a few seconds.
Oh,
This really targets those deep core muscles and challenges your balance.
okay. I'm adding that to my to-do list. Yeah. Is there anything else I should keep in mind when using the medium for the first time?
Remember to focus on your breathing.
Oh, right.
Inhale deeply as you lower into the plank. Exhale as you lift your leg. This will help you engage your core more effectively and prevent you from holding your breath, which is a common mistake.
Breathing check. Anything else?
Most importantly, listen to your body and don't be afraid to modify the exercises as needed.
Oh.
If something feels too challenging, take a break or adjust your position.
That's great advice. It's all about finding what works best for you and your body.
Yeah.
This has been an incredible deep dive into practical scenarios for each Waff size. I'm feeling so much more confident about using my Waff now.
That's what we love to hear. Remember, the key is to have fun, explore, and listen to your body. And as you continue to use your Waff, you'll discover new ways to move, challenge yourself, and enhance your overall well-being.
This is all so inspiring. I can't wait to see what else I can achieve with my Waff. But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I have one more question that's been nagging at me. We've talked a lot about the physical benefits, but what about the mental and emotional impact of using the Waff? Is there anything more to it than just feeling good physically? We've talked a lot about the physical benefits, but what about the mental and emotional impact of using Waff? Is there anything more to it than just feeling good physically?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is. Remember those 4 types of perception we talked about?
Yeah.
Neuroception, exteroception, proprioception, and interoception.
Right.
They all play a crucial role in how Waff impacts us on a deeper level.
Okay. Remind me again how those all tie together. I'm starting to get the connection, but it's still a bit fuzzy.
Okay, think of it this way. As you use your Waff, your brain is constantly receiving and processing information from your senses. You're feeling the texture of the Waff, the subtle shifts in your balance, the way your muscles are engaging. All of this sensory input enhances your exteroception, your awareness of the external world.
So it's about being more present, more tuned in to what's happening around me.
Yeah.
But what about those other types of perception? Proprioception and interoception, how do they come into play?
Well, proprioception, your body's awareness of its position in space is heightened as you constantly adjust to the instability of the Waff. You become more aware of how your body is moving, where your limbs are in relation to each other, and this improved body awareness can translate into better coordination and balance in everyday life.
It's like my brain is getting a workout along with my body. But what about interoception? That one still feels a bit mysterious.
Interoception is all about tuning into your internal sensations, like your heartbeat, your breath, even your gut feelings. And here's the fascinating part. As you become more aware of your physical sensations through using the Waff, you also become more tuned to your emotional state.
You're saying that by paying attention to how my body feels on the Waff, I can actually become more emotionally intelligent.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But how does that work in practice?
It's all about building that mind-body connection. For example, let's say you're feeling stressed and you decide to spend some time on your Waff Max. As you lie there, feeling the gentle support and focusing on your breath, you might notice that your heart rate starts to slow down, your muscles begin to relax, and a sense of calm washes over you.
So the physical act of relaxing on the Waff can actually help me calm down mentally and emotionally.
Exactly. And it works both ways. As you become more attuned to your internal state, you'll also start to notice how your emotions manifest physically. You might realize that when you're anxious, you tend to hold your breath or clench your jaw. And by becoming aware of these patterns, you can start to develop healthier coping mechanisms.
This is blowing my mind. I never thought of a fitness tool as a pathway to emotional well-being.
It's all about shifting our perspective and recognizing that our physical, mental, and emotional selves are interconnected. And Waff provides a unique opportunity to explore and strengthen those connections.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of Waff.
Yeah.
I'm feeling inspired and ready to embark on my own Waff journey.
That's fantastic to hear. Remember, the key is to approach it with curiosity, playfulness, and a willingness to listen to your body. And who knows, you might even discover a whole new side of yourself along the way.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Waff. We hope you're feeling as excited as we are to explore all the amazing benefits it has to offer. Thanks for joining us.